Hello everyone, this is Mumbo, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 50, and today, of course, that means that it is a semi-special milestone episode. Now, it's not the biggest milestone in the world, of course. We have done a bunch of Hermitcraft episodes in the past, but 50 episodes on Series 4, that is like half a century's worth of Hermitcraft episodes. And to be honest with you, it feels like we're just getting started. Now, I know I say this every single Hermitcraft series. I remember in Hermitcraft Series 3, I was talking about all of this. And to be honest with you, Hermitcraft Series 3, the start of that one, feels like just yesterday. Hermitcraft Series 4, it still feels like the brand new server. It feels like the brand new place that we're all just getting started. We're all just beginning and starting to get our bases together. We're like 50 episodes in. It's completely crazy. So I have to say, big thank you to everyone who has been watching this series so far. It has gone down so incredibly well. I'm so happy with the responses to the episodes. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, we're not going to be talking about that too much at the start of today's episode because I have got some very, very big plans today. I am super, super excited. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be slightly different from the things that I've been doing recently in the industrial district, which I'm sure is going to make a few of you very happy. But before we start, I just want to say I do apologize for missing a Hermitcraft episode last week. It was actually due to an editing error by myself, which is very, very silly indeed. I managed to forget to speed up a time-lapse. Yes, I managed to put a time-lapse into a video that was completely regular time, just completely normal time. It lasted for about 8 minutes. It was of me enchanting, which, let's face it, wouldn't be very interesting, would it? So I decided to cut that episode out and then upload it on the Sunday instead. But I apologise for those of you who missed Friday's episode. Okay, guys, I've got some bad news. I'm currently stuck in a block. Fully stuck in a block. Could be about to die. Let's see what happens here when we log back in. There's no way for me to get out. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't actually know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to contact Consumer Void. I don't know how this has happened, but I was just walking along. I'm now in a block. Can't break out. Oh, I don't know what to do. So guys, we managed to get ourselves out of that situation just about. As you could probably tell from that clip, I was absolutely 100% panicking. Like seriously, we had a code brown going on because I've died so many times on the Hermitcraft server recently. I've lost all my items. It's just becoming like a habit of mine, and I didn't really fancy that happening again. So I was panicking away in my little chair, thinking I was going to lose everything once again. But we managed to make it out, and we are now back on our own 2 feet, ready to crack on with the projects we have planned for today's episode, and those projects are amazing. I'm so excited. I've actually spent the past 3 hours doing redstone before we started work on this episode so that I have something to build in today's episode in the Brown District that I think is going to be absolutely mega. So let's pop into my redstone testing world. I'll show you what I've created, and then we can get down to business and actually start making some diamonds. So what you can see in front of you is the redstone contraption that we're going to be building in the Brown District, and as you can see, it is a very complex system. We've got redstone torches, repeaters, comparators, droppers, hoppers, pistons, the whole lot in a relatively small little space right here. And what this is it is a slot machine. This is a slot machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to be making the hermits gamble away their diamonds in theory, because we know we've got loads of really rich hermits on the Hermitcraft server. They might just walk past and go, hey, might get lucky, chuck in a diamond, and if they do get lucky and they win, they will get 5 diamonds back. So as you can see, we have got one that is red, one that is glass, and one that is glass. Of course, we are trying to get a full line of red blocks right here. So we have tried it once, let's try it again, and see if we can get lucky. Now, of course, according to the laws of statistics, we've got a 1 in 2 chance on this one, a 1 in 2 chance in this one, and a 1 in 2 chance on this one, which means there is a 1 in 8 chance of actually winning this thing, and each one of these piston tapes is independently randomized. So basically, it will stay on for a certain length of time, and that is chosen by the randomizers that we have out the back. So it's a relatively complicated system, as you can see from all the redstone, but it works absolutely wonderfully, and this is what we're going to be building. Here we are in the Brown District. First up, we need to check the shop, see if anyone's been in. I'm guessing probably not. Oh my god! We've actually had customers! We've had a customer in the shop! No way we have got 15 diamonds from this place. That is insane. So, already, extremely profitable hermits. But we are going to be getting extra especially profitable right now because, unfortunately, first off, there is a bit of a sad note here. We are going to be taking out the super secret Sapling Society storage system. This is something that I built in the early days of Hermitcraft when I thought the Logfellas were bad people. Turns out they're fantastic. They seriously have been a massive lifesaver throughout my entire Hermitcraft series. So we love them now, and I feel like it's a bit harsh to have this thing built here, because of course it's not particularly good publicity for those guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to wipe out this entire area, and we're going to replace it with my brand new gambling area. I can't wait. Can I just say, while I clear out this massive area, that I am by no means glorifying gambling with this video. I actually think gambling is a terrible, terrible thing, and you should avoid it at all costs, in any way, shape or form. So I'm talking the CSGO stuff with all of the skins. Avoid all that because it seems to be pretty terrible. Obviously, traditional forms of gambling as well are also fairly bad. Just don't spend your money on things that there's a chance you're not going to get any return for. It's as simple as that. That's very good life advice to follow. So please, this is not glorifying gambling. I just think it's a fun redstone contraption to build, and I might be able to make a few diamonds with a few silly hermits. Progress update time. As you can see, we've got a very large area to work with right here, and we also have no super secret sapling storage society. If we break a few of these blocks, you can see that this thing has pretty much been removed. It's a massive mess at this point in time. I am aware of that, but it's gone. Everything's gone. The redstone's been removed, the systems are gone, the actual storage room itself has all but disappeared, and as you can see, we've actually taken like a slightly different direction here. Our big space is here. This is where the sapling society used to be, and that's simply because there was nowhere near enough space in this area to fit a redstone contraption this big. This is how big it is. I actually measured it out. This is how big it's going to be. Pretty enormous. So now I've got to start chucking in all of the redstone bits and pieces to make this thing work. We're just a couple blocks into this thing now. I've done a bunch of resource gathering, been back to the drone. I've also been over to the RV. And just one of my main regrets so far is clearing out this massive area because, of course, we don't have any blocks to stand on, and most of the redstone is up at the top here. So I've been a total spoon. Spoon error number 1, or maybe number 2. Yeah, I got stuck in that block, didn't I? That was definitely spoon-filled. So things are coming together really quite nicely. We're actually in the process of doing one of the final sections of the build, and as you can see right there, things are incredibly frustrating. As you can probably tell from the tone of my voice, things are very, very frustrating at this point in time. I don't know what it is, but I think just the fact that I'm falling off blocks quite often, I'm occasionally getting things wrong, is driving me a little bit crazy. But anyway, these are the final few blocks. We need the comparator, and then the 2 redstone right there. That is our random pulsar, so 1 in 9 times this thing is going to pulse, which will actually stop the system because it will flick back the RS and all that, and that's basically how this whole thing works. So yeah, if we just pop down to the bottom, you can see we've got plenty of scaffolding blocks, but also we've got a very boring but hopefully functional circuit. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look quite as pretty. We don't have all of the crazy colours of wool, but I think, as far as I can tell, I have got everything in place for this first one to work, apart from the wind detection. I haven't got the wind detection in place. We're actually going to do that towards the end. I want to get the main bulk of this circuitry done and dusted before we start work on any of the fancy bits and pieces. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. We're about to find out if our first module is up and running. I've just done some maintenance work, fixed a few of the problems. I've chucked all the items into the various droppers and hoppers, including this one over here, in which I've used a diamond axe as my non-stackable item. It's the only one that I had on me. So here goes. We're about to find out if this thing is fully functional. We hit the button and we should begin to see we have got cycling going on. That is making its way around. That is fantastic. And hopefully that's good. In typical, well, completely non-typical Mumbo fashion, I've done it first time. What a champ. What an absolute champ. Right, it is now time to start work on the second, then the third modules. We will have a working system. Simple as that. Guys, I've just remembered something that's completely revolutionized my survival experience, and I thought I'd share it with you, and that is the fact that Pick Block works in survival mode if you have the items in your inventory. It's amazing. Oh, it's the Holy Grail. It is actually the Holy Grail. And I can't even remember when this was introduced. I think it was Minecraft 1.9, maybe Minecraft 1.10, but I love it. Module number 2 is now all in place. As you can see, we have got 1, 2 right here, and this has been greatly aided by the Pick Block feature. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop talking about it. Probably going to talk about this over the next couple episodes because it's fantastic. But as you can see, everything is coming together nicely. We've got 2/3 of this machine now in place. Obviously, there is still a ton of stuff to do once we actually have the thing done. For example, we have to do the input, which is the item filters, and then also the wind system, which is all the diamonds coming out. We need to do the AND gates of the wind system. So we're not quite there yet, okay? We're not going to be on the home straight just yet, but we are getting things done, and definitely once we get all of the redstone done for all 3 modules, then we will be on to a winner. So I'm going to get the final module all in place, and then we can start with all of the complicated stuff. Somebody just killed the Ender Dragon! Somebody just killed the Ender Dragon! I'm assuming it was probably CubFan, because he seems to be the champion Ender Dragon killer on the server, which means that he might actually have some elytra for sale for Mr. Mumbo Jumbo, because I don't have any, because I'm a spoon. Okay guys, so we are almost done with the 3rd and final module. This is the final line of redstone going in place, and aside from this, I have got some very, very exciting news indeed, and that is the fact that I've managed to bagsy and shotgun myself a set of brand spanking new elytra. Now this is obviously fantastic news because I'm completely wingless at the minute, and that's not particularly brilliant. And I know the shotgun rule usually applies to the front seat of cars in long car journeys, but I definitely thought it was worth doing in this situation because I don't want to lose these. I do not want to lose these. And I pinky swear to everyone watching this video that I'm going to keep these elytra for at least 10 episodes. If I break a pinky swear, then maybe I have to, I don't know, throw 10 diamonds into lava. I'm going to say that live on camera. That was very, very bold indeed. But anyway, our system is now all in place. We just wipe out all of this redstone. This is it. It's looking very orange and also very piston tapeless, but it is now fully functional. So this thing could be up and running. We just have to do the wind circuit and also all of the inputs to all of these lines right here. And just like that, I am looking fancy once again. I dropped the 20 diamonds off in the elytra shop. I am now looking pretty good with my open top look, my wings hanging out my back, and I cannot wait to do some flying in these things. But we're not going to be doing that just yet because of course we still have plenty, and I mean plenty, of redstone to do. So let's stop messing about and continue chucking around the red stuff. Alright, so this hopper is now filled, everything is now active, our piston feed tapes are in place, our wind detection is in place, the iron out the front is in place as well, so everything is looking 10 times more completed. This thing is looking like a functional redstone contraption right now. Let's hope that it's functional. That's basically all I'm going to say, because we are now about to test this thing. And just as a bit of a disclaimer, I have not tested this module or this module independently, and we're about to see if they work completely. Okay, so here goes. I'm going to hit the button, and that should fire this thing into action. I can see things rotating. Let's take a closer look. I mean, that's a good sign. This one stopped, this one stopped. They've all stopped. I can't see anything looking strange up at the top. Can't see any broken redstone. That's good. Maybe if we try and fire it again, we will see if this thing is fully functional. Which it looks like it is. This is working. Yep, excellent. That's done. Right, let's hit the button again, see if it works. There we go. It's fired into action. That one stopped. Then this one has stopped. And finally, this one over here should stop any second now. Obviously, it's completely random, so it can go on for as long as it likes. But there is a 1 in 9 chance of it stopping on every single cycle. So there we go. We have got a win, a lose, which means obviously total lose. We need to get 3 wins for this to be a win. And speaking of that sort of thing, we need to add in the AND gates and also our droppers for the diamonds that are going to be flying out of this thing. Now, I'm sure there's one quick question that I'm going to see hundreds of times down in the comments section because I haven't answered it early on in the video, but that is, why have you built this thing in the shopping district? Why is it not in the entertainment district? And that's simply because this isn't really a game. This is actually a shop. This is my shop. So I'm selling the opportunity to get 5 diamonds. It's just the chances are you're not going to get them, essentially. So that's what I'm selling. I'm essentially selling diamonds, but there's just a relatively low chance of you actually getting the diamonds from buying them, if that makes any sense. If it were a game, of course, you'd hit the button with a chance of winning the prize. That would be good fun, but of course, I would absolutely fly through my diamond supplies on that one because I'd be giving them away for free. So I decided to turn it into a shop, which I think could be a really fun thing for the hermits to do, perhaps if they're just walking past and they're like, hey, I might get lucky. And it could be a really good way to get a large number of diamonds, potentially. I don't know. I don't know how risky and how open to gambling the other hermits are. So we'll have to wait and see on this one. Maybe in a month's time I'll do a diamond update. But for me personally, I'm just really enjoying working on this redstone project. This has been like quite a complicated redstone project to build in survival Minecraft. And as you can see, we're sort of coming to the end now. We're just doing the payment system. and then that will be everything completed. Okay, so I've invested a bunch of diamonds in the sorting system. That is in this area right here. There's a few items in the bottom dropper, so if we win the first game, it should pay out. Let's start playing this thing and see if we can make a profit from ourselves. Yes, we're going to try and make a profit from ourselves. So let's take a look. Throw in a diamond. That's a good sign. Things have kicked into action. And good. Okay, so we've lost the diamond there. That's fantastic. We've lost the game. That's brilliant. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play for a little while and see if I can actually get onto a winner here, because as you can see, we haven't been too lucky. Let's do another one live on camera and see if we can get lucky on camera here. So they are rotating around. Man, this is so tense. Right, okay, that one's good. Okay, we're on to a winner. Oh, this is tense. This is so tense. Oh my word, this is going on for ages. Honestly, it's like the game's taking the mick now. Seriously, it's like the game is taking the mick at this point in time. How long can it go on for? Has something broken? No, seriously, is something broken? No way. We waited all that time and we didn't get a single diamond in return. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep playing. We're on to another winner. Are we gonna be able to do it? Is this one going to work? Once again, this one is really messing with our heads here. Yes, we did it. Okay, so some diamonds should make their way into this chest. We've got 3 up there, and one of them should now be in the dropper, which means if a player wins, they will get 4 diamonds in return, which I would say is pretty good. However, they could probably do with a few more. I think in my testing world it was 6. I'm going to have to muck about with the redstone a little bit here. So I've made a few modifications to our circuit right here, and now you actually get 6 diamonds if you win, which means you actually get a 5 diamond return, because of course you have to pay 1 diamond to play. So you get 5 diamonds, there's a 1 in 8 chance of winning, which means that the profit margins are relatively slim. They are a little bit slim, so we're going to have to wait and see if we actually make loads of diamonds here, or we could just potentially get really unlucky and run completely dry of the diamonds in our dropper system, which would be very bad indeed. But anyway, we are going to be moving away from this system now, because a very sick Iskall has got a very nice sounding proposition for us that I'm interested in hearing, because it could lead to a bunch of diamonds making their way into my inventory. So let's wait and see what happens.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well, but I get the impression that you aren't doing so well.
I'm very ill at the time of the recording. Do apologize for my broken voice.
That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine.
Just got, you know, a little bit of fever, a little bit of throat issues, but I just had to call you because I got a business proposition for you.
Right.
The thing is, I've been working with villagers for a few episodes and pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. And people keep telling me, go check out Mumbo's village center because it's much better than yours, etc. I'm like, no.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
No, so I came over here because I wanted to see your village breeder if you had one locally. Because I've been just moving villagers from your old village breeder, which, if you remember, you told me... go ahead, grab whatever you want.
Absolutely, I remember, yep.
And I came over here and I just checked out your little village breeder, which is over cluttered, by the way.
It does seem to be absolutely like piling in at the minute. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it seems to just be pouring out villagers.
Yeah, you need like 3 or 4 of these water streams. You have 1 block. You need like a line on either side, I've found when I've done these myself.
Okay, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to do that, yeah. Yeah.
But I jumped into this thing because I've been looking for ages for a farmer that I can have as trade.
Yep.
And I unlocked trades for 2 of these villagers that are cluttered up in your breeder. And the first one is a farmer that I would very much like to buy from you.
Right. I see.
I don't know, you know, are you going to trade with paper primarily? Because I see a lot of sugarcane. Or what's your plan?
Well, I'm probably gonna do the farmer trades and things like that. I am going to be doing that, but that's gonna be like a way off in the distance because obviously this area here. I don't know if are you actually around in the villager breeder or are you?
I am in the village breeder. I see your.
Okay, I'll quickly take a look. But you see like the big fenced off area around here. Oh, I can see. Yep, there you go. Whoa.
Yep,
okay, I see what you mean. But yeah, this big fenced off area right here this is all going to be farms and things. So far I've got my sugarcane farm, I've got my melons and pumpkins. At some point in the near future, I'm going to make all of the wheat, carrot and potato farms, you know, the fully automatic ones. And essentially all of this is going to be fully automated, and it's going to make its way into this storage system here, so then I can just easily trade with the villagers as I please, basically.
Yep.
But I will be needing farmers at some point. I think I've got 1 or 2 inside the actual... Ooh, I've got 1 or 2 actually inside here. Yeah, I've got this guy right here. But for now, if you do want to purchase one of the villagers that is actually clogged up, that is absolutely fine by me. That is absolutely fine.
It's gonna be a fun challenge to get him out. First of all, I have to find him again.
Yes, yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
And then it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get him out because do you have farms on either side, or is this here just stone?
This here is just, yeah, this is just basically filling a gap. So don't worry about that area there.
I may be letting some of them out.
Yeah, honestly, don't worry about it. As long as you sort of kill them in a way that doesn't completely tank my villager score, then that's fine. Because I don't fully know how those things work, but Exuma was explaining to me that if I kill off my villagers, then bad things happen to my villager score or something like that.
200 of my comments on my last video was about how bad it is that I kill villagers in my farm thing.
Right,
Let me quickly address that, okay? Maybe you can learn something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be handy. Yeah.
Village reputation only affects if you have a village nearby, which you do. You have a village here in the breeder.
Right.
But it's -2, I think, if you kill a villager.
Right.
You get +1 though every time you make a successful trade, and you get +2 every time you make the second or the last trade of a villager. So.
Oh, seriously? So it's not one of those things that stays rock bottom once it hits rock bottom. No. If you trade with them, then very quickly you'll get back to full. That's how I've understood by reading some articles and stuff, and yeah, I think that's how it works. But right. I ain't gonna kill them. I'm just gonna pop them into a little room, and then maybe a zombie will enter there. Yeah, got ya. You know. As long as the zombie then doesn't enter here, we're all good.
Yeah, of course. So okay, I'll try and get him out. What do you want for him? It's a farmer that has a good pumpkin trade.
Oh, that's a really good question. How much would I charge for a villager? You're almost giving me like an idea for like a shop, like bespoke villagers or something. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much I would charge. Okay, hang on. Right, what I'm going to say is I'm going to throw a number at you, and you can sort of haggle me down and say it's ridiculous if you think it's ridiculous. So if I said 10 diamonds, would you be like, is that ridiculous?
I'll give you 20 diamonds.
That's good. Haggling works well. I like haggling with you.
Okay, I will be delivering the diamonds later. I'm gonna try and get him out first. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You go ahead. I mean, I've made 10 diamonds more than I was expecting to make from this deal, so you can do whatever you want as far as I'm concerned.
I would have paid 64.
Are you serious?
You get 20. Dude, I've been spending hours, like 10, 15 hours trying to find a farmer, and I find one on your second one. Just ridiculous.
Oh well, you know what? I'm more than happy with that. I mean, 64 diamonds would have been nice, but no, I'm more than happy with my 20 diamonds. That's happy days as far as I'm concerned.
Before I let you go, I just have to ask you, what do you know about the redstone torch burnout clock with 6 birch doors?
Oh, you know, yeah, I heard about that. I heard something had happened there. Yeah, just something happened.
I found it. I found it.
I'm glad. You're now part of the lag busting team. We're the only 2 members. I don't know why I felt like I should test the other member.
I like it. You know, challenge the teammates, make sure that we are on the same page. You know?
Exactly. I'm glad you found it, because I looked back on like a couple days ago and it was still there, and I was like, is this guy just either not going to this base or just really confused as to why he keeps hearing doors?
I was gone for 9 days, so that's probably why.
Of course, yeah, totally. So that's been there. That's been there for a few days now. But yeah, I'm glad you located it.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for your business, Mambo. I shall deliver the diamonds shortly, momentarily.
Not a problem. Thank you for offering it to me. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
So guys, just right at the very end of today's episode, I want to show you something that Iskall has recently built that has completely blown me away and made me extraordinarily jealous. As a human being, I am so very jealous of this system right here. Because, as you guys know, I recently built a melon and a pumpkin farm in my industrial district. I was really happy with my designs. I thought they were cool. It was like the old school melon and pumpkin pillars all stacked together. Looked fantastic. And it works rather well, pretty decently. But look at this thing! Look at it, and look how fast it regrows. You've literally just seen it harvest, and look at this thing. Look, melons, pumpkins, pumpkins. It's bonkers. It is actually truly bonkers. And of course, this is for Mr. Iskall to trade melons and pumpkins with the farmer villager that he is currently in the process of getting from my industrial district. This thing is ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. And if we take a look up at the top, hopefully I will be able to show you all of the items just pouring through the item elevator as they go up. I mean, I'm so jealous right now. I am so jealous right now. So at some point in the near future, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear down my current melon and pumpkin farm, and I'm going to construct this system, because as you can see, I mean, it really isn't that difficult to build. Seriously. I mean, look at this place. It's just like, oh no. No, I'm so sorry, Iskall. I've broken it. Oh no. Oh, let me just sort this out. Help. I can't believe I've fallen in the, I've fallen in the farm. Right, excellent. How am I this much of a spoon? So guys, I managed to ender pearl out. I have now grabbed a pumpkin. I have replanted the pumpkin seed right there. That is Mumbo's pumpkin stalk. So Iskall, if this farm suddenly gets a lot more efficient, that is my doing, okay? That is my pumpkin stalk producing huge quantities of pumpkins. You know, it's just the Mumbo touch, I guess you could say. But still, despite the fact that I just broke this thing a little bit, I am extremely jealous of it, and I'm definitely going to be building this at some point in the near future because it's amazing, it's mega, and I want it in my life at some point. But unfortunately, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.